Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my real experience with the Dell 27 All-in-One Desktop EC27250, and I've been using the higher-end configuration with the Intel Core 7-150U, 32GB RAM, 1TB SSD, and NVIDIA MX570A graphics. On paper it looks like a productivity beast packed into a clean, minimal design, and after spending some solid time with it, I've got a pretty clear idea of where it shines and where it reminds you it's still an all-in-one. First thing you notice is the design. This thing looks clean. The white finish with that fabric speaker grille actually makes it feel more like a piece of decor than a bulky computer. If your desk is usually a mess of wires and components, this setup just removes all that chaos. One cable, one screen, keyboard, and mouse included, and you're basically done. It's the kind of setup that makes you feel organized even if your life isn't. Now the display is a 27-inch Full HD touchscreen, and for daily use, it's actually really nice. Colors look good, brightness is decent, and the size makes multitasking comfortable. You can have multiple windows open side by side without feeling cramped. The touch feature is one of those things you don't think you need, but once you start using it, especially for scrolling, zooming, or quick interactions, it feels natural. That said, it's still Full HD, not 2K or 4K, so if you're super picky about sharpness or you're coming from a higher resolution monitor, you might notice the difference. Performance is where this machine actually surprised me. The Intel Core 7-150U paired with 32GB of DDR5 RAM makes multitasking ridiculously smooth. I'm talking multiple Chrome tabs, Excel sheets, streaming, and even some light editing all running at the same time without the system slowing down. It feels fast, responsive, and reliable for everyday work and even slightly heavier tasks. The 1TB SSD is another big win. Everything loads quickly, boot times are short, and you're not constantly worrying about storage space. It just works the way you expect a modern system to work, which honestly shouldn't be impressive in 2026, but somehow still is. Now the dedicated NVIDIA GeForce MX570A graphics is where expectations need to be managed. It's not a gaming GPU, so don't get any wild ideas about running heavy AAA games on ultra settings. But for light gaming, video editing, graphic design, and general creative work, it does a solid job. It gives you that extra boost over integrated graphics, which is noticeable when you're editing videos or working with heavier software. One thing I really liked is how quiet and stable the system feels during normal use. It doesn't constantly scream like some desktops under load. It stays relatively calm unless you really push it, which makes it great for office or home environments where you don't want a machine sounding like it's about to take off. Ports and connectivity are decent too. You get multiple USB ports, USB-C, HDMI in and out, and even Ethernet, so you're not completely stuck if you want to connect external devices. Plus, Wi-Fi 6E makes sure your internet speeds stay strong if your network supports it. Now let's talk about the parts that aren't perfect, because nothing ever is. The biggest limitation is the all-in-one nature itself. You're trading flexibility for convenience. Upgrading this later isn't going to be as easy as a traditional desktop. You can tweak storage and RAM, but that's about it. So what you buy now is pretty much what you'll live with for the next few years. Another thing is the speakers. They're okay, not terrible, but definitely not something that's going to impress you. For casual use like YouTube or meetings, they're fine. But for music or movies, you'll probably want external speakers or headphones. Also, while the display looks good, the fact that it's only Full HD on a 27-inch screen might bother people who are used to sharper displays. It's not bad, just not premium level sharp. So overall, this feels like a very balanced machine. It's powerful enough for work, clean enough for modern setups, and simple enough that you don't need to think too much about it. It's not trying to be a hardcore gaming PC or a workstation monster, but for productivity, business use, students, or even casual creators, it hits a really sweet spot. If you want something that saves space, looks great on your desk, and handles daily tasks without slowing down, this is actually a solid option. It's one of those devices that quietly does everything you need without constantly demanding attention. If you want to check the current deal, click the link below for best price. Because let's be honest, With tech like this, the only thing more painful than spending money is realizing you overpaid for it later.